Hello everyone, this is Rahul here, and today I'm going to introduce Explore-Z, which is a data visualization tool, and this is specifically designed for the process engineers. Now, as a process engineer, we typically have to do a troubleshooting using process data, and what we have is we have a data from the process, which might be in an Excel form or it may be in a CSV form. And with the data, we have to sometime plot one variable versus other variable, or we might have to sometime plot a variable as a function of a time. We also need to do correlation analysis between two variables, or sometime we may have to plot a histogram. Now, doing all this stuff in Excel can be really tedious. Excel is no matter very powerful tool, but it is not meant for data analysis, because during data analysis, we may have to plot multiple plots or actually many plots. And doing it in Excel can be really very time consuming. During my job, I was faced with the same kind of problems, and that's why I started to develop a program called Explore Z, which can help me do the data analysis as fast as possible. And that's why I have this product with me. Now, what is Explore Z? Explore Z is a data analysis tool. It is really very lightweight tool and it doesn't need any installation. What you need is you need a folder with an exe file, and you can open that exe file on any computer, even on your GI machines. Now, without wasting any time, let me go and show you what kind of data do we need. So Explore Z needs a data in certain format. So especially it has to be in Excel. Now what we need is we need to have a data in one chunk. So we should not have any blank columns in between. So it is a one chunk. And top row of that data should be a labels for those columns. If your data has a timestamps, then that should go in the first column, that is column A. And that is the only requirement actually. And let's say your data doesn't have any timestamp. In that case, your data should look like this. So the A column doesn't have timestamp, but it basically has a data, your data. Another thing is that in case your data has bad data or maybe a strings in there, then Explore will go and automatically convert that strings into bad data. So it will not show up in your plots. So if you have a data in this form, then you're ready to use Explore Z. Now let me start and go and open the Explore Z. The way you will get the Explore Z program will be in a zip file, and when you unzip that zip file, then you should see this folder structure. Here what you need is you need to click on this explorez.exe file. When you double click on that, it will open the Explore Z program. Now on the very first time when you do that, it might take some time. The reason for that is uh, your Windows may do some security check to see that it's not a virus, but subsequently it will open very quickly. Now as our Explorer Z is already open, let's start and play with the data. I will, for this tutorial, I will use the same data that I showed you. So when I open it, that data is a column analysis. Okay, so now Explore Z has went ahead and read the Excel file, and it has a full worksheet in Excel in that Excel book. So our data is in this column .xls. So let's go and select that one. Another thing is that it is asking for a data start row. So that is where does our data starts. In our case, it's starting from the second row. So let's specify 2 and do a select. Now it will go and read the data from that Excel worksheet. And by default, what it does, it plots the first variable versus the second one. So in our case, it is feed flow versus feed temperature, and that's what we see here, feed flow versus feed temperature. Now this is a color variable. Right now, let me go and just put that none. Now this is what we see. The beauty of Explore Z is that now if we want to plot, let's say top temperature, we can quickly change it, or let's say a bottom temperature or anything, we can easily change this and we can read that quickly.